So we left off from shadow work. Deep divers, that was yesterday's video. Today's a new day. And I'm still going to talk about shadow work. A lot of people repress the feminine energy and the masculine energy within themselves. And this creates huge shadows. For example, you have many macho men in society who you think are so strong and made of steel, and they never show their emotions. They never cry. They're made out of stone. But behind closed doors to their partners, they are teddy bears, literally. They are big softies. They cry, they get emotional. So a lot of men who are always the macho man, who fail to express their true emotions, their sensitive side, create huge imbalances energetically. And a lot of women, for example, also have a lot of shadow work when it comes to repressing and suppressing the masculine energy within themselves. For example, in our society, many women, they were programmed and conditioned from childhood to never confront, to be non-confrontational. So for example, you can tell a lot of women something that could really get on their nerves, but you know what? They're not going to tell you how they feel. They'll just block you and delete you. And this creates huge imbalances for a lot of women because they suppress their emotions and their feelings. So I'm going to share with you how to balance the masculine and the feminine energies within yourself. This is something I've been practicing for a long time. And sometimes I get out of balance. Then I'm like, hey, Ralph, move back into balance, okay? By the way, deep divers, Infinite Waters is 50% women, 50% men. We got the balance right here. And it's only because I was able to tap into the feminine side of myself and the masculine side of myself and create balance. When you have this balance between the masculine and feminine energy, you develop greater healing, your life gets better, you start to do a little samba, baby. We got a whole lot to talk about, deep divers. Peace. Peace, Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers. We are out here in the heart of nature, baby. Another glorious day. We got the cat down the road over there. We got butterflies over there. We got birds up there. I'm just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. A lot of people have been asking me how to balance the feminine and masculine energy within ourselves. I just gave you a demonstration of the feminine energy and the masculine energy in the introduction of this video. Peace. That's very feminine, right? Feels so good to be alive, baby. That's very masculine, right? Now, everything that's happening on the planet right now has a lot to do with the imbalances between the feminine energy and the masculine energy. And to get the planet right, to create more harmony in the world with this whole pandemic, with all of the lockdowns, all of the restrictions, these are actually reflections in our imbalances with the masculine principle and the feminine principle. You got a lot of men who want to be women and a lot of women who want to be men. You got a lot of people who are very, very yang and they forget about the yin. You got a lot of people who are very yin and they forget about the yang. You see, in ancient China, they talked about the Tao, okay, which is the way. And the symbol of the Tao is the yin and the yang. And it's because the yin and the yang are the key to life. When that is in balance, you are in balance. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, you have health. When those principles are in balance, you have health. When they are out of balance, we got a whole lot of work to do. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? Now, first things first, one love to all of you wonderful deep divers. Let me tell you this. In Africa, in the ancient times, in that landmass, the wonderful continent, you had men who were not only protecting their family, they were protecting the whole entire village, the whole entire community. They were warriors. They were protecting and they were serving. And because of this, these men became chiefs of the kingdoms. They became kings of the kingdoms because they were doing something so honorable. They weren't only protecting their family, they were protecting the entire community. That's what real men do. They stand up for what is right, for the injustice. They stand up for those who can't protect themselves. That's something very masculine, right? That's why a lot of men build skyscrapers. And in ancient Egypt, they would build these massive obelisks, okay? And you find them all over Ethiopia as well. Now, also, you had women at that same period, in that same time, who were full of so much love for the community. They were so calm. They embodied so much tranquility, peace, compassion, so much care that men would bow down in front of their presence. Men would surrender to them. The most masculine men would drop to their knees and say, "Oh, I bow to you because you have brought me to my higher nature." What? Slow motion this side. One love to Mama Africa. Now, how do we go about balancing our masculine and feminine energy? With everything that's happening on the planet, where are all the real men at? Because men should be protecting the community to say, actually, we ain't having it. Actually, we don't want these mandatory vaccinations. We don't want to be wearing a face mask 24/7. We want to, breathe in that good ass prana, baby. Well, that's what I'm doing because I'm a real man. But I'm also feminine at the same time. I'm also feminine at the same time. That's why I have balance. Okay? And that's the key. Now, first things first, we have to become aware that the masculine and feminine principle exists everywhere in nature. It exists in our own body. Yes, the tongue is masculine. The mouth is feminine. It's the receiver. You eat food. But it's also masculine because it gives out information. You can speak. So we have to realize that the masculine energy and the feminine energy can be found in our own body. And we have to learn that every single day, that we can also observe the masculine and the feminine principles in sound. high notes, low notes, in colors, blue, pink. Blue is masculine, pink, feminine. So we have to start realizing that the masculine and feminine principles exist everywhere. So you can find that within yourself. But in order to do that, we have to learn how to embrace the masculine and then embrace the feminine. So how do I go about embracing the masculine? I'm going to use myself as a case study. We ain't having it. I'm the lion, deep divers. I'm protecting the community. I'm using my platform to speak up for the voiceless, to speak up for people who are afraid about what's happening. I'm stepping up to the plate. I'm losing fear. I'm giving you inspiration. I'm giving you protection. I'm serving the community. That's the masculine principle. I'm doing that. At the same time, I'm also embodying the feminine principle. How so? Because I'm caring. I'm full of compassion. I'm intuitive. You see, the masculine energy deals with logic, reasoning. I got to see it to believe it. The feminine energy deals with intuition. I can feel it. That's why a lot of women say, oh, I felt that. Men can say that too, because we also have the feminine inside of us too. The feminine deals with caring, nurturing, cultivating. So if you are somebody who is, I'm so macho, man, learn as well how to be receptive. If you are very receptive, learn how to be active. So in nature, we see that the sun is very masculine. It gives and it penetrates you with its sun rays. The moon is very feminine because it receives. It's a receiver. It's receptive. We have to learn how to fuse the sun energy and the moon energy within ourselves to have balance between the masculine and feminine energy within ourselves. It takes a man to build a house. You've heard that saying, right? The cat down the road made it up. But a woman to make a home. Now, what does this really mean? Genetically, we are... Biologically, we're different. Genetically, we're different. You have the phallus, men. Women have the yoni for a reason. And instead of trying to say, actually, I have a yoni, no, I don't. I have a phallus. And there's a reason why I have a phallus, because I'm embodying a certain energy, which is the masculine energy. And women, when you have the yoni, you are embodying predominantly the feminine energy, and you have to respect that. There's nothing wrong with being a feminine woman. There's nothing wrong with being a manly man. It's just that we have to realize when we talk of masculine and feminine, we're talking about principles that lie within each one of us. You have a lot of women who are watching my videos. And salute to you women. I love my mom. I love my sister. I love all the women. Why? Because I know what women are. You see, women are stargates. I repeat, women are stargates. Women are portals. They bring life from one dimension into another dimension. What? Slow motion this side. They are portals. Therefore, we have to honor women, because there's an African saying which says the hand that rocks the cradle governs the future of the nation. And what do I say? The consciousness a woman has when she is pregnant will determine the consciousness of the baby when it's born. Therefore, what women are feeling governs what the collective are feeling. Oh my God. Slow motion this side. I honor all the men who watch my videos, and there's a lot of them, who are standing up, who are protecting and serving, who are helping the community, not just their family, but the entire community, who are a voice to the voiceless. That's what real men do. And men create that security the community are looking for, that everything is going to be okay. I'm Superman right now, deep divers. I'm a superhero. Now, when we talk of balancing the masculine and the feminine principles, we must no longer suppress who we really are. In our society, you have been told what a man is, and you have been told what a woman is. This creates separation. You see, on the higher planes, there is no masculine or feminine. Because just like the caduceus, the serpent, okay, that's like a medical emblem, a medical symbol, the caduceus, which symbolizes the masculine and feminine energies intertwined with each other, meeting at the crown, which is the crown chakra. So we have to start to realize that ultimately we are not what society told us we were. Because you have to discover who you are. And this is how to balance the masculine and feminine energies within ourselves. It's okay for a man to cry. Take some tissues. Start crying. Start crying your eyes out. It's okay for a man to be sensitive. It's okay for a man to be calm. And it's okay for a woman to be loud. You had some women warriors in ancient times that would whoop your ass in a few seconds, right? It's okay for a woman to be assertive. So we have to start realizing, a lot of us, we have a lot of programs, what men should be, and we have a lot of programs of what women should be. And this is what's holding us back. This is what's creating the imbalances. I am that I am. You see, I had to let all of that go. I had to transcend gender. I repeat, I had to transcend gender to balance the masculine and feminine principles. Meaning, I am no longer adhering to what society tells me to be. Ralph, you are a man and you should be like this. I say, no, I'm just going to be. I'm going to do what comes naturally to me. By the way, deep divers, I've been playing the classical guitar for over 15 years. And the guitar is a very feminine instrument. A masculine instrument would be the drums. By me playing the classical guitar, I'm now creating balance between the masculine and the feminine. I'm creating wholeness. So we have to realize that we have to always move into our authenticity to balance the masculine and the feminine energy within ourselves, which means we have to start ignoring everybody. And that's not easy to do, because men have a huge expectation from society that they must be men. They must never show emotions. They must be brick walls. They must never cry. And apparently women can cry as much as they want, and that's okay. And apparently women have to be very feminine, right? Very womanly and not be angry and not be aggressive. No, these are all programs. You can be whatever you want to be. Ultimately, we have to create balance within ourselves. How do I create balance between the yin and the yang? If I'm going through the city, there's a lot of yang energy, everyone fighting, surviving. So I come into nature, then I start meditating. I just, breathe in that good ass prana, baby. Then I become more yin. Surrendering is the yin energy. It's the receptive energy. Being ready for war is the masculine energy. So we have to learn how to do the two-step. Do you know how to do the two-step deep divers? Or the four-step? I don't know what the four-step is, by the way. We got to learn that it's a dance. That's what it is. We have to learn how to dance between the feminine and the masculine. We've got to learn how to dance between the feminine and the masculine, between the yin and the yang. And how do you learn this dance? It starts with this. Every single day, if you are too yin, which is very receptive, very sensitive, you got to go and start learning how to kickbox. Do some kickboxing, some MMA, right? Now, if you are very aggressive, if you have a lot of anger management issues, you're going to have to learn meditation. And this is how we balance the yin and the yang energies within ourselves. If you are somebody who's always loud, you're going to have to learn how to be silent and shut the fuck up. This is how to balance the masculine and the feminine energies. So, for example, a lot of women have grown up being programmed to be shy and not really say how they feel, to suppress their emotions, because they were programmed to be a people pleaser. And therefore, a lot of women live their lives with tremendous amounts of depression, because suppression is depression. So the greatest thing a woman can do to balance the masculine and feminine energy is learn how to speak up without shame. A lot of men, they were programmed to just be a brick wall. You can't cry, you can't show your emotions, because otherwise people are going to say that you're weak, you're a weak man. No, you have to learn to wear your heart on your sleeve. It's okay to cry, it's okay to be emotional. Now, great artists have managed to fuse the masculine and the feminine principles. For example, Prince. Masculine, but also feminine. And that's why the greatest artists impact millions of people. I've managed to do it. That's why I'm inspiring millions of people as well. I want to remind you of this, that your higher nature is symbolic of the balance between the masculine and the feminine energy. Your higher nature is symbolic of the balance between the masculine and the feminine energy. And that's why women should always be leading men to their higher nature. Men should always be leading women to their higher nature. To say, you're a queen, I respect you. Women should be saying, men, you're a king, I respect you. So we should be giving love to the other gender. To say, actually, I see you, I honor you, I'm here for you. So we can actually balance each other's energies out by seeing men as wonderful by seeing women as wonderful. Don't say men are trash. Don't do that, women. Don't say women are trash, men. Don't do that. No, we are all divine. What? Slow motion this side. How to balance the masculine and the feminine energy within ourselves. What's helped me every single day, 7-day vegan challenge, is to realize that masculine and feminine even exists in the Ralph Smart diet. For example, masculine foods, potatoes, rice, beans; feminine foods, peaches, cranberries, papayas, blueberries. Foods which are lighter are feminine. More grounding foods, potatoes, these are masculine foods. So you've heard the saying, ground yourself, right? Sometimes you need to eat a potato or two. Sometimes you need to eat a potato or two, a potato or two, or some rice and beans just to ground yourself. Then sometimes you just need some chamomile tea. You just need a chlorella smoothie with E3 Live, complete source of protein. That's a feminine drink. So learn that you can balance the masculine and feminine energies within yourself just by incorporating masculine foods, more grounding foods, and lighter foods, which are feminine in essence. Integration is key. I spoke about that in the shadow work video. Well, it's the same thing. When we talk of masculine and feminine energies, we have to have one word in our minds: integration. It's not about disregarding the feminine or disregarding the masculine. It's about creating synthesis, integration, so we can develop wholeness. And the only way we can do this is by acknowledging the feminine side of us and the masculine side of us, and honoring them, praising them, and paying homage to them. Every single day, I see a lot of women and men fighting each other. And you have to realize this: we are not opposites. We are not at war. We need each other. Ladies, fellas, we need each other, right? So instead of seeing the other gender as an opposite, see them as a complementary. What? Slow motion this side. A complementary part of yourself. You've heard the saying, behind every successful man, there's a successful woman behind him, or cat down the road. Hey, it's the same way. We need each other. Women have to stand by men. Men have to stand by women. We have to support each other. And we have to learn cultivation between masculine and feminine. Balance between masculine and feminine begins with you using the left part of your body more. If you want to be more feminine, use the left part of your body, because that correlates to the right brain hemisphere, which is all about the feminine principle, creativity. So I'm left-handed. I'm always right-brained when I'm using my left hand. In other words, I'm feminine when I'm writing. That's why people say, Ralph, why are you writing sideways, right? Yeah, I'm extremely creative. That's why I only make these videos in one take. I'm feminine. I'm a creator. At the same time, I play tennis with my right hand. I can do a lot of things with I can do a whole lot of things with my right hand. So now I'm using the left brain. Logic. That's masculine. So in other words, I've created the balance by learning how to use different parts of my body. And we have to learn how to do this. If you want to become more masculine, use more of the right side of your body. You want to become more feminine, use more of the left side of your body. So, deep divers, we have to learn every single day that the masculine is beautiful. Let's honor it. The feminine is amazing. Let's honor it. But they both exist within ourselves. And the more whole we become within ourselves, the more we will begin to balance the masculine and feminine energy, which will lead to greater healing, more life fulfillment, more happiness, more peace of mind. If you are a man right now who's seeing what's happening on the planet with this lockdown, this ridiculous COVID-19 that's going around, and you want to speak up, but you're afraid, you have to speak up because you have to protect the community. And ladies, keep cultivating the future generations and remind them they are loved. Remind them they are appreciated. And remind them they are supported. Ladies, I love you. Fellas, I love you. That's why I'm just saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Beautiful deep divers. I'm just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. The feminine principle cultivates, it grows. And that's why women are so important, because the hand that rocks the cradle controls the nation. And how women are feeling will dictate how the entire planet is feeling. In other words, how Mother Nature is feeling determines how we are feeling. What? Slow motion this side. That's why balancing the feminine and masculine principle begins with honoring Mother Nature. Honoring all life on the planet. Deep divers, I love all of you. Shout out to everybody who's been getting the wonderful good ass partner shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com. And if you are a sexy ass model, with a whole lot of heart who wants to model the clothing, well, go and buy some. Let me know why you have what it takes to be an Infinite Waters model, okay? Got a question for me, deep divers? Add me on the verified Instagram page at official Ralph Smart, at Infinite Waters, and Facebook at Ralph Smart, at Infinite Waters. Check out the new book, Deep Divers, for more life-changing, empowering information like this. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/thebook. We exist within each other. Now let's respect each other. Oh, I like that. Oh, deep divers, I like that. Have a beautiful day. Peace. Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. I like it so much, I'm going to say it again. We exist within each other. So let's start to respect each other. Oh my God. Slow motion this side. Even the cat down the road likes that one. Have a beautiful day, deep divers. Peace.